Good morning. Let's take a look at some of the plays from yesterday. Larne, St Gallen. Nice win for St Gallen. I hope you stayed in. Yes, the liability on a draw is not our usual low liability, which tempts you into stay. But this is Larne. They conceded 4 goals against Shamrock Rovers. They were scored first. That was your angle in. But the Northern Irish unit, nowhere near good enough. Only a 1-2 for St Gallen, so they did just scrape by, but it's thoroughly deserved. And you can tell with the in-play stats, the equaliser and the winner were both coming. Copenhagen and Başakşehirspor, again, laying the draw there. Back Copenhagen, 2.94, and lay Başakşehir, I think. I'm not sure what I did, but we've got a 2-2. So that reduced the liability on the 1-2 Başakşehir. We were very unlucky. Your first out was at the 1-1, but it didn't last long. It was 1-2 very, very quickly. Thankfully, we got the 2-2, and you can limit your liability by just having that small loss on the draw. Dynamo Kiev and Ferencvaros lay the draw. Red card for Dynamo Kiev. I got out at 2-0 Ferencvaros. 2-0 is your perfect exit point when you've laid the draw. Apoel and Fiorentina. Well, this turned out to be a loss. 2-1. A word. When you get a 0-2 for the underdog, I topped up again. Got the 1-2. I could have cashed out at the 1-2, taking more than half of that loss back. So don't forget that. The first defeat for Fiorentina in a very, very long time. I suppose it was coming. You can't keep winning every single match. Maybe it was a weakened Fiorentina side as well, because it was the Conference League. That's the negative element there. Genoa and Como. Did you lay Como and back Genoa +1? I hope so. Paphos and Astana. Well, this is what I did. No, it's not what I did. I backed over 2.5 goals at 0-0. Highly unlikely to come in, but it was the only way I could find of getting a low liability play, even in the match odds, the draw odds, to lay the draw were far too high. Ludogorets, Atletico Bilbao, another performer. That was an excellent performance, and that's more like it, isn't it? At £69. So we came out with a net profit yesterday, despite that loss for Fiorentina, which you could have reduced at the 1-2. Galatasaray and Spuds. We were looking at taking on Galatasaray. Very, very short odds, 1.14. Tottenham at 30s, just because they're a Premier League side. But then, of course, as soon as I get stuck in, Tottenham get red carded. So that was all you need. Dynamo Bodo Glimt and Karabakh didn't quite cross the line there. And you keep your liability low. At the 1-2, I think I reduced my liability topped up on Bodo Glimt. So all in all, just a Fiorentina loss and some very small defeats, but helped out ably by this one. Paphos, Copenhagen. So Atletico Bilbao and St Gallen, the major winners yesterday. I hope you got involved in Genoa and Como. I did give it a mention yesterday. Como don't tend to score that second goal, although they did get a second goal disallowed. Looking on to today, day off for me, and boy do I need it. Late nights. Belgian Jupiler League, 2.55 the favourite. We'll quickly move over that one. Watford and Oxford United. Have a quick look at the standings. We might do some old school research on this one. Watford, 7th in the league. Who are they playing? Oxford United. Where are Oxford United? 16th. So already early season, an opportunity to at least take a foothold in the promotion playoff places for Watford. Oxford. little too near the relegation zone early season. Well, not so bad, I suppose. But they're on equal on points with Plymouth, so not having the best of seasons. So on that basis, you'll be looking at a positive Watford performance. Marseille, normally excellent at home. Normally. Let's have a look at their recent form. It's pre-international break, post-Europe. I wonder if they're going to take advantage. They've got to get a win. Home support won't tolerate 2 consecutive home defeats, that's for sure. Head-to-heads look good for Marseille, as does Auxerre's woeful away form. Tend to concede 2+ goals in recent matches. So augurs well for Marseille to put that last defeat to bed at home. That would certainly be one I would be shortlisting as a readable match. Martigues, newly promoted and not fancied. That automatically captures my attention in what is a tough to call French Ligue 2. Union Berlin and Freiburg, 2.38 the favourite. Again, it's very tough to call. We can have a quick look at recent form. Or why don't we go old school, like I did yesterday with West Brom, uncovering that 0-0 for you. Let's see some research. This is something you can do yourself. This is the best way to research soccer stats. So we'll have a look at Union Berlin and Freiburg. You go to German Bundesliga, click on the match, and we'll take a walk through the early season stats. So let's have a look. Any early patterns? Well, only 2 defeats for Union Berlin came away, so automatically you'd be thinking to yourself, this lot look pretty hot at home. They've beaten Dortmund and beaten the Hoff. They do score and concede in the last 3 at home, so that might be an angle. Freiburg, losses have come to Bayern Munich and Leipzig and St. Pauli. So St. Pauli is the odd one out there. You'd be expected to lose to Bayern Munich and Leipzig. They look well matched, these two, don't they? They're losing very infrequently, putting in some good performances, particularly away from home for Freiburg, 2 wins to 0. Challenge table might reveal both teams have scored in the last 3 at home. Working our way down. Challenge table 7th against 6th, though. It's a tight one. It's a bit of a gap in form early season, isn't there? Between 6th and 14th. Question mark about performance at home. Freiburg's performance, as you can tell, it takes a big one or a good one to beat them. 2 of their 3 defeats have come against the top 2 away from home. Puts them in a good position today, doesn't it? It does make this match tough to find a weakness in either of these 2 sides. That's my only concern there. Goal scoring wise, majority first half for the home side, majority second half for the away side. So interesting, but I don't have a strong opinion. Neither does the market. Lecce and Empoli, 2.3 the favourite. Utrecht and Heracles, you'd be expecting Utrecht to dominate here. Let's have a quick look. This is the best way to research, but it's the most time-consuming way as well. But it brings up that beauty, 0-0 in the West Brom match. That's why we do it. Nice profit maker. So Utrecht fancy today and having an exceptional season, only losing to Feyenoord. It's brilliant home form. But a couple of 3-2s at home, scoring and conceding in 3 of the last 4 at home. Have conceded 2 goals at home in the last 3 home matches, but they've come out of it with 2 wins. So watch out, the defence is a little shaky. They do score though, Utrecht. Heracles going through a poor run of 3 defeats in the last 4. 2 of their 3 wins have come at home. You've got to be favouring Utrecht just on what you see in the results table. Working our way down. No draw in 8. That could be something to take on. No draw in 6 for the away side as well. It does look like the market is favoured. The market's correct today. Only defeat against the top 4 side for Utrecht, playing 12th today. Do tend to score and concede while winning against 5th to 13th, so watch out for that. Heracles tend to concede heavily against the top 8, so watch out for the potential of 3 or 4 goals conceded by Heracles today. That puts those Utrecht odds very decent indeed relative to conceding 3 or 4 goals. Eerste Divisie. Well, I warned you a couple of weekends back, both teams to score and over 2.5 goals accumulator. Came in the other week with a set of matches like this. Boy, would you have filled your boots. Just a bit of fun, but we're in the right league for over 2.5 goals, that's for sure. Rayo Vallecano and Las Palmas, the Islanders' travels might see them in trouble against Rayo Vallecano today. We'll have a quick look at the form. Well, we'll have a look at the form in our usual way. So let me go back again. Rayo Vallecano and Las Palmas. Have a look at H to H. Just have a look at the recent home form for Rayo. Unbeaten in 4 at home. Barcelona, the only side to have beaten them recently. Drew with Atletico Madrid. It's good stuff. Keeping sides to a single goal in the last 3 matches, Rayo Vallecano could do the same for the Islanders, who did score 2 goals in head-to-heads in January 2024. So that makes that one intriguing. But Las Palmas away did lose 2-0 to Atletico Madrid, Villarreal and Osasuna. Wins in the Cup, Copa del Rey and against Valencia. Valencia not playing at the moment because of the floods. So interesting match. I think Rayo might just be defensively sound enough for me on this occasion to take on any Las Palmas lead, although Las Palmas did win 0-2 last time. Number of peripheral leagues as well today, but we'll just stick to the main ones. You won't be hearing from me today. It's a day off. Good luck. It's the last weekend before the international break. So if you want to be playing Premier League, Bundesliga, Italian Serie A, Spanish La Liga, French Ligue 1, German Bundesliga, Serie A, Eredivisie, et al. Tomorrow and Sunday, your last days for a couple of weeks before we start hitting the international break, where I tend to take a bit of a mini break myself. I don't like international football, just as I don't like Champions League and Europa League football as a strong trading vehicle. But let's have a look when it all kicks off. Probably going to kick off on, as is typical, tends to be a Wednesday or a Thursday, doesn't it? We start, this is the Women's Champions League. I'm not bothering with that. Thursday tends to be Europa League. So, interesting set of matches. I don't like trading internationals. A bit like the Champions League. Can't really discount either side. And shocks aren't really shocks. So we've got Friday as well. Then we'll have more Nations League Saturday, Sunday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, pretty much off. Might take the old motorbike out. That would be a great opportunity. And by the way, I'm in Guernsey from the 28th of November till the 9th of January. So I'll be on English time, which will be fantastic. And I'll be able to do a lot more coverage of evening fixtures for you with a relative degree of comfort, having been on the correct time zone for the month of December, which I'm looking forward to. See the old folks and friends as well. And beautiful Guernsey. Haven't been there for a while. I think since COVID. So really looking forward to that. Have a great day. Highly unlikely you'll hear from me. It's my day off. But some interesting matches today. Be looking for live streams on Saturday and Sunday. And then we've got a quiet period for a couple of weeks. Have a great day. I won't see you on Telegram later on.